Welcome back everyone, James Richardson here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about self-awareness, self-reflection, and do you take the time out to reflect on your own progress? That is really what I want to ask all of you watching this video. So today I spoke to some of my clients. I had 3 of them in a group training together, and at the end I pulled them up and I said, one thing before you go, and I want you to start reflecting on the actions you're taking and start being aware of what you're doing to yourself. You see, too often we try and take action, but we're not really aware when we're taking action. We just turn up, do what we're told, and expect or hope that we're going to get great results from it. But as you may know, it's not the case, and actually what you need to do is you need to turn up, do what's required, and then reflect on what's happened since you've taken action and adapt to that and continue the process. You see, you need to be aware of your own results. You need to be aware of where you are right now and where you're trying to go, and that's going to give you much more insight in what your next logical steps are going to be. You see, if you just take, let's just say for example you're trying to get fitter, you're trying to lose weight, you want to feel healthier, you want to get leaner, you go to the gym, you get a personal trainer. The personal trainer says, great, let's get you on 3 times a week, let's get you in the gym and let's start training. So you just think, great, that's it, let's turn up to the gym, start training, I'll do what the trainer says. And if the trainer just pushes you through that session, great, off you go, see you next session. You go home and you think, I've done enough, that's cool, and then you just on you go with your normal life. That's not how you get results. And yeah, you're going to get stronger, yeah, you're going to see some results, but of course you are, you're doing something. Taking action is going to give you some result, but if you want to get proper results, you need to be fully aware of where you are on this journey, and you need to have a full understanding of what you should be doing and what your next achievement should be. You see, if you've got a lot of body fat to lose in the first place, I wouldn't expect to get shredded in 6 or 12 weeks. No, of course you're not. Of course, all these personal trainers you're seeing on Instagram and Facebook, yeah, of course they look like couch potato when they stick their tummy out. And you know, lockdown, we all look like that. Of course, we haven't been training, the gyms have been shut. I can stick my belly out and tell you, oh, I've gone from that to super shredded in 6 or 12 weeks. It doesn't mean you're going to get the same results. Someone who's been training 10 years and has a great amount of muscle on their body already is fairly lean. Yeah, they might look fairly soft and podgy, but you know, after a few months of eating bad and not training and exercising. But that person we're talking about knows exactly what exercises to do, already has the understanding of what's going to happen when they set foot in the gym. So they already know exactly how much to give it, when to cool off, when to relax, when to give it a bit more steam, and they get the results quick because they've done it before. You see, if you're just getting started, it's a learning curve, and this is the thing. So, some people can try these exercises. I'm going to give deadlift as an example. Great exercise, deadlift. We all know that we should be deadlifting if we're trying to build muscle. It's one of those things that you should probably most likely learn the deadlift at some point if you're looking to get stronger and build muscle. Everyone will talk about why, you know, deadlifts are great, and then you'll of course get people saying, oh, these are the reasons why you shouldn't deadlift. But let's ignore that. The deadlift is an exercise that's been around for many, as long as exercise has existed, weightlifting has existed. So yes, let's take deadlifting for example. Deadlifting is a hard exercise to learn if you're getting started. It is a hard exercise to execute perfectly straight off the bat, whereas a bicep curl is easy to execute well. Okay, so now let's put this into a scenario. Let's take a new person learning how to deadlift well, but they want to get strong. This person is going to try and test their strength. They're also going to deadlift. Now this person is probably going to lift a lot of weight with the deadlift, but might not get it perfect. for that reason, they're going to ache a lot more because other muscles had to help because the form might not have been perfect. You see? So their recovery time is now increasing and it's hurting, and it's, whereas let's now take someone who already understands how to deadlift perfectly, okay? They've trained 5+ years, they know what they're doing, okay? This person can go straight in the gym and get all the benefits from deadlifting, no like aching in the wrong places because the form was bad, none of this, and then they can do more, and all of a sudden their workout is so much more productive and so much better. Does that mean it's bad to be in the person who's learning how to deadlift? Well, no, because they're learning how to deadlift, and over time they're going to perfect it and get those benefits later down the line. So you've got to see the results can be very different based on the individual, and that's okay as long as you're making progress. That's the main thing. So yeah, be proud of what you're achieving. Think about the actions you're taking. Are you improving from them? Think about what do you actually need to improve on next. So think about where it is you are on this journey. Are you brand new? Are you learning how to do the exercises? Are you somebody who's learnt your form with the exercises, and maybe your next step is upping the intensity with those exercises? Or are you like an absolute pro, you know what you're doing, and maybe you're in maintenance mode? Like a lot of us, after 3 or 4 years, we just settle. We go, you know, I sort of know how to lift weights, I know what to expect, and we sort of settle in our own comfort zone. And if you're that person, maybe from time to time you just need a bit of motivation, and I'm sure you'll get it. But you know, that's all I'm trying to say is people can get different results based on where they're at, and that's totally fine. But if you are at the beginning of your journey, don't feel like, you know, results aren't coming just because you can't see anything just yet. Just remember, if you're learning to do the exercises, that's one thing. It takes a long time. It can take people a few years to really perfect things. The main thing is putting in the action and actually doing it, because unless you do it, you're not going to learn it. So until you learn it, you know, you're still dwelling and, you know, beating around the bush. Just get to the point. The fact is, appreciate what you are doing and enjoy the process. That's it. So I would advise every day in the evening, at the end of the day ideally, to have 15 minutes and reflect on all the things you're currently doing and be aware of where you are on your journey. If you're not seeing results, like, you've got to think to yourself, well, are you getting results? Are you getting stronger? And has your form improved? Because if you're not seeing results, your form's not improving, and you're not really understanding the exercises you're doing, then you're not making progress. You're just maintenance mode. And if that's what you want, then fair enough. If you want maintenance, fair enough. But if you want results, like, the results should come. They should come if you do it right. If you want to reduce body fat, reduce your if you want to reduce body fat, count your calories. Count your calories. I'm not going to just say reduce your calories. Count your calories and make sure you get enough protein. Make sure your macros are right. If you want to build muscle, the same thing. Count your calories. Get the calories to the right number until you start seeing the progress in the right direction. And look at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. If it's something, if it's an aesthetic goal, look at yourself in the mirror and fully respect who you are right now and where you're trying to go. And yeah, that's it. It's part of the journey. Like, if you've got an aesthetic goal and you're not staring at yourself in the mirror and actually analysing whether you're making progress or not, how are you going to know? How are you going to know? So that's all from me. Self-awareness, self-reflection, appreciate where you are on this journey. And that's all for now. Until then, in the next video, if you've got any comments, leave them below. I'll appreciate any comments you have. Any questions, leave them below. But until then, I'll see you in the next video.